These weren't unknowns hoping for their big break. Marissa Tomei already had an Oscar. James Spader was a movie star. Lori Loughlin was America's sweetheart. But their Seinfeld appearances still changed everything. 9 established actors who used Jerry's world to either reinvent their careers or reach the next level. Here's how the show about nothing became the ultimate career game changer. Before she became Rachel's best friend and America's sweetheart, she was Jerry's fake wife in a dry cleaning scam. Courtney Bass Cox, born June 15, 1964 in Birmingham, Alabama, appeared as Meryl in The Caddy, playing Jerry's pretend spouse to get a discount on wedding dress cleaning. Cox was already a rising star when she appeared on Seinfeld in 1996, having gained fame as Monica Geller on Friends since 1994. Before her sitcom success, Cox had worked steadily through the 1980s, with roles in Family Ties as Lauren Miller and a memorable appearance in Bruce Springsteen's Dancing in the Dark music video. Her brief but memorable Seinfeld appearance showcased the same comedic timing that made her a Friends favorite. After Friends ended in 2004, Cox starred in the Scream franchise and later headlined Cougar Town, earning a Golden Globe nomination. She continued producing and acting through the 2020s. As of 2025, Courtney Cox is 61 years old. She played herself in a plot that perfectly captured George's delusions of grandeur. Marissa Tomei, born December 4, 1964 in Brooklyn, New York, appeared as herself in The Caddy, where George has been bragging to everyone about supposedly dating the Oscar winner, only to panic when he actually encounters her and must maintain his elaborate lie. By the time she appeared on Seinfeld in 1996, Tomei was already an Academy Award winner, having earned the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress for My Cousin Vinny in 1993. Before her Oscar win, she had built a solid resume with roles on As the World Turns and in films like Untamed Heart. Her willingness to play an exaggerated version of herself on Seinfeld demonstrated her sense of humor about her own celebrity. Tomei continued to work steadily in both independent and mainstream films, earning additional Oscar nominations for In the Bedroom and The Wrestler. She remained active in film and theater through the 2020s. In 2025, Marissa Tomei is 60 years old. The girlfriend who helped Jerry get in touch with his emotions, with disastrous results for everyone involved. Lori Ann Loughlin, born July 28, 1964 in Queens, New York, appeared as Patty in The Serenity Now in 1997. Before Seinfeld, Loughlin had achieved fame as Rebecca Donaldson Katsopoulos on Full House, playing the mother figure who married John Stamos' character. Her appearance on Seinfeld showed her comedic range beyond the wholesome family sitcom role. After Seinfeld, Loughlin continued working in television, including the drama series Summerland, and later reprising her Full House role in the Netflix sequel series Fuller House. Her career took a dramatic turn in 2019 when she was involved in the college admissions bribery scandal, leading to her imprisonment and the end of her Fuller House role. As of 2025, Lori Loughlin is 61 years old. He played the recovering addict who refused to apologize for calling Jerry names in high school, bringing his signature intensity to even a brief guest role. James Todd Spader in The Apology, born February 7, 1960 in Boston, Massachusetts, showcased the uncompromising intensity that characterized his film work. Before Seinfeld, Spader had established himself as a distinctive character actor in films like Sex Lies and Videotape, which earned him the Cannes Film Festival's Best Actor Award, and Pretty in Pink. His appearance on Seinfeld showcased the same uncompromising intensity that characterized his film work. After Seinfeld, Spader's television career flourished, with starring roles in The Practice and Boston Legal, earning him 3 Emmy Awards. He later starred as Raymond Red Reddington in The Blacklist, which ran for 10 seasons. Spader's ability to play morally complex characters made him one of television's most compelling leading men. As of 2025, James Spader is 65 years old. She played the woman whose virginity became the catalyst for one of Seinfeld's most famous competitions. Jane Elizabeth Leaves, born April 18, 1961 in Ilford, Essex, England, appeared as Marla in the contest in 1992. Before Seinfeld, Leaves had moved from England to the United States and worked as a dancer and actress, with small roles in films like Mr. Magoo and television appearances on Murphy Brown. Her portrayal of Marla, the woman whose innocence drives the men of Seinfeld to distraction, was both sweet and pivotal pivotal to one of the series' most celebrated episodes. Just 1 year after her Seinfeld appearance, Leaves was cast as Daphne Moon on Frasier, the role that would make her famous. Her portrayal of the quirky physical therapist with supposed psychic abilities earned her Emmy and Golden Globe nominations and made her a beloved television character. After Frasier ended in 2004, Leaves co-starred in Hot in Cleveland. As of 2025, Jane Leaves is 64 years old. He was the close talker who invaded everyone's personal space but somehow charmed Jerry's parents. Edward Ernest Reinhold Jr., born May 21, 1957 in Wilmington, Delaware, appeared as Aaron in The Raincoats in 1994. Before Seinfeld, Reinhold was already a familiar face from the 1980s comedies, having starred in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Beverly Hills Cop, and Ruthless People. His career peaked in the mid-1980s, making his Seinfeld appearance something of a career crossroads. As Aaron, Reinhold perfectly embodied the Seinfeld archetype of the character with one defining quirk, playing the role with both obliviousness and charm. After Seinfeld, Reinhold continued to work in film and television, though he never quite recaptured his 1980s prominence. He appeared in television movies and had recurring roles on series like Arrested Development and The Good Wife. In 2025, Judge Reinhold is 68 years old. The bank manager who debated the proper way to greet Kramer brought methodical bureaucratic energy to his single scene. Stephen Root, born November 17, 1951, in Sarasota, Florida, appeared as Mr. Lager in The Invitations in 1996. Before Seinfeld, Root had been building a career as a character actor with a recurring role as Jimmy James's eccentric boss on news radio and appearances in films like Dave. His portrayal of the overly formal bank manager demonstrated his talent for finding humor in mundane situations. After Seinfeld, Root's career flourished in both film and television. He delivered a memorable performance as Milton Wadhams in Office Space and provided voices for animated series like King of the Hill. Root continued to work prolifically as a character actor, appearing in films like No Country for Old Men and the HBO series Barry. His ability to disappear into diverse roles made him one of Hollywood's most reliable character actors. As of 2025, Stephen Root is 73 years old. The holistic healer whose alternative treatments turned George purple was played by one of Hollywood's most prolific character actors. Stephen Harold Tobolowsky, born May 30th, 1951 in Dallas, Texas, appeared as Tor Ekman in The Heart Attack in 1991 during Seinfeld's second season. Before Seinfeld, Tobolowsky had been working steadily in film and television, with roles in Mississippi Burning and Born on the 4th of July. His portrayal of the eccentric healer who believes in the healing power of purple showcased his ability to make bizarre characters believable. After Seinfeld, Tobolowsky became one of Hollywood's most recognizable character actors, appearing in Groundhog Day as the annoying insurance salesman Ned Ryerson, and later in films like Memento and Mulholland Drive. He also had recurring roles on television series like Deadwood, Glee, and Silicon Valley. Tobolowsky's distinctive voice and memorable screen presence made him a fan favorite. In 2025, Stephen Tobolowsky is 77 years old. The girlfriend whose bathroom encounter with Elaine led to one of the series' most uncomfortable social situations. Jamie Beth Gertz, born October 28, 1965 in Chicago, Illinois, appeared as Jane in The Stall in 1991. Before Seinfeld, Gertz had been a rising star in the 1980s, with roles in 16 Candles, The Lost Boys, and Less Than Zero. Her portrayal of Jerry's girlfriend, who refuses to spare some toilet paper for Elaine, created one of Seinfeld's most cringeworthy moments. After Seinfeld, Gertz continued acting in both film and television, appearing in Twister and the television series Still Standing. She also became known for her marriage to billionaire Tony Ressler, owner of the Atlanta Hawks basketball team. In 2025, Jamie Gertz is 59 years old and continues her philanthropic efforts, while occasionally acting. From America's sweetheart to character actor royalty, from Oscar winners playing themselves to 80s icons finding new life in television. These 9 performers prove that Seinfeld wasn't just a launching pad for unknowns. It was also a playground for established talent to experiment, reinvent, and remind audiences why they fell in love with them in the first place. In our final episode, we'll meet the true legends and icons who brought their A-list star power to the show about nothing, proving that even the biggest names in entertainment couldn't resist the chance to play in Jerry's sandbox.